Okay, so this video is going to go over my speculation for what part two of the Gohan, Goku, and Goten Day is going to be. Obviously, back when this celebration, well, it was the New Year celebration on JP. They went from this to fifth year, so there was no gap between um, there was no gap for any other thing to put. They didn't have a part two. Um, so this is basically global exclusive because I don't even think JP has a part two for Goku Day either. Um, so I have a couple thoughts. Some of them, are I've seen, going around. They, make sense. I'm gonna throw out one that doesn't make a lot of sense, especially because of what we know is coming for fifth year and because of the time gap between now and then. Is we have under 2 months until the fifth year, so and then I'm gonna throw out something that I don't know if anyone has thought of. So first we're gonna get the bad one out of the way. We're gonna get the one that's I don't want to say most likely to happen, but it's up there for one of the top things to happen, and that is we just get part two missions. Obviously, there's events coming back. We got EZAs. They all come out tonight. I don't know if I'll put this up the day after or the EZAs are out. I don't know if I'm putting this up today or what. But the 14th is when EZAs come out. Events come back. We're getting Hit and Kaba's Awakening. The first Super Saiyan 2 Goku comes out. I think it's Tech first. I don't remember. I'll have to look at that. But again, then we get these coming tonight. These are, I don't know, Dragon Ball Super stuff. So I don't know about that. And then again, well, those are already out. So this could just be it for part two. This could just be part two missions. Stamina, training, all that. So this may happen, knowing Bandai, because they have done this before. Obviously, this is probably one of the top contenders for what is going to happen. But there is a chance we do get something to come out, and I think the biggest thing to come out would be an Ultimate Gohan. I I think it's long overdue. Obviously, we just got this, or JP has this right now. It's this one here, who literally just came out. Well, I guess it's almost been a month, but I mean it's free to play. So I'm gonna be looking at these two though for kind of a Gohan card. Again, I think they're the only two with the hybrid Saiyans. Obviously, the Extreme Z Awaken ones, or your World Tournaments. Obviously, you don't have it because you're older. But these are, I think you're like AGL, you're Int, I believe, and then you're all types, I think. But these are like category leaders. So I think what they're gonna do is they're either gonna stick with hybrid Saiyans, or Gohan could be a Majin Buu Saga. He could be both. It doesn't make sense for him to really be a Goku family leader. Well, I mean, I guess Gohan and Goten are. The LR is. So, but I just think, like, because the way I have it, this is going to be an LR. So it's going to be a LR banner for part two. If this happens, obviously this isn't confirmed. We don't know anything. I don't even know if it says, like, when, like, because the login bonus goes for a month. Part one missions go for a month, so we don't know when part two is supposed to start. Again, that's why I think the big thing, what could happen is this is all just part two, and we're just kind of overreacting because the community has done that. Again, we don't know. Part two could be next week. We could get a data download next week and something could come out. We just don't know. But if it is Gohan, it would, or if there is a character, it'd probably be an LR, because that's what they did last year for Goku Day. It was Gohan and Goten. It's the Dokkan Fest. Granted, they were an LR, but then I think it was like 2.5 weeks later we got Brawly, which was unexpected. We just got Goku and Vegeta on Global. Um, Gotenks and Boo on JP. The next step, because Global won't get Gotenks and Boo until November. That is our golden week. That is when we will get them for sure. That's basically locked in. Um, Next, they can just throw in Gohan here. Um, Again, I think it'd probably be Hybrid Saiyans leader or Majin Buu Saga. What's interesting is if you look at the free to play one and the summonable one, they both raise attack. This EZA Int Gohan greatly raises attack. I don't remember what these two do. I think use stun, right? Yeah, use stun, and then what does this one do? Raise attack for 3 turns. So I think what is going to happen is Gohan is going to be basically an offensive unit. Well, this one gets defense off passive. This one, again, 120% attack. And then, he's got his guard. And then he gives, 50% to super allies, including himself. So, he gets a little defense there. But that card, it's a 25% chance. So, every 1 in 4 chance you have in activating it. So, it's just not that good. But it's what's consistent, though, for the, either the newer Gohan, so the newer one being this one, or the Dokkan Fest being this one. You're greatly raised, but I think the Gohan would raise attack on a super attack or greatly raise, depending on what they do. I think you give them like 150% attack. You give them 50% defense, chance to dodge. I just think you make him mostly offensive with a little bit of defense there. Again, that's what he does. And then, you got to have, you basically get 58% attack and defense all the time, and you get an extra 58% when there's a Goku family ally on the team, on the same turn, and then Goku family. So he's like a support too. I don't know if the LR would be. I think it'd basically be what I said before: heavy offense and then lighter on defense. So that is the first one going around, and then the second one here would be an LR Kid Buu. You could technically save an Kid Buu and a Goku Dokkan Fest for like. It could be 300 million. Honestly, it could. Spirit Bomb Goku towards the end of Z. Obviously, it's not quite the end of Z because that's the Blue Gi Goku. But if they don't want to drop this guy now, you put him 300 million downloads or a 6-year anniversary, and because Kid Buu can be busted. Obviously, when this guy came out, he was like one of the hardest hitters in the game. I don't think he has a single key link. Yeah, he doesn't have a single key link. Which means I don't think the LR would. Well, it might have one key link. I don't know what he would have because I don't remember some of the like lesser known key links. Obviously, prepare for battle, over in a flash, or basically like basically Saiyans. There are some exceptions to that, but I don't think Kid Buu, because it's not over in a flash. I mean, he's there for how many episodes in the series, and then he's lived for millions of years. So, it's definitely not over in a flash. I mean, technically, I don't know if he would be prepared for battle because he was sleeping at the beginning of the fight. I guess he just didn't really care. So, I don't know. But key links aside, I think you give him raises defense, recovers 10% HP on super attack. and then you make him a hard hitter in the passive. Go you could go like 180 starting out, 50% defense, and then an additional 30% attacking defense when HP is 40% or above or something. I mean, you can just go give him a little bit of defense and just go flat out attack. Because this guy, in the series, like he was taking, Goku and he was just whipping him, even in Super Saiyan 3. So this guy, and then he held back the Spirit Bomb for a little bit before Goku got all his energy back. So I mean, he's like pretty solid for attack wise. So I think you got to give him a lot of attack, and then you give him a little bit of defense to compensate. So he's not like blows out like the Fusions is the best unit in the game. I don't think people would be mad that Boo would be, but I would think if you just make a busted Boo like that, and then it's just like, okay, well he's better than the Fusions, so might as well summon for Boo instead of the Fusions. Like especially on Global where, again, we have under 2 months until then. So, I don't know if you make him super overpowered. Again, he'd be quite powerful. I think it would be awesome to have a really good Kid Buu. Obviously, we have the 50 support, 50 support attack, one post EZA, and then it's like 30% below 80% health or whatever. But he's really good. But other than that, there's this guy. There's the SSR. Well, there's a couple SSR ones that just aren't that good. So this would be like one of the first like really good Kid Boos if they manage to do that. I would hope they would. I think I would rather have a Kid Buu over a Gohan, and you give Gohan his time to shine during something else. So I know people wouldn't agree with that, but we at least have Gohan units that are usable in game, whereas Kid Buu, you have this one, and then the physical one. So the physical one is usable, and he is probably used a lot, but like, wouldn't you rather have like a Kid Buu that can deal out like millions of damage, and whatnot, instead of just Kid Buu just being a support? I think I would. So that's the two big ones that were out there. Now, I want to go. I guess I should have brought it up here first. But I think an out there one would be a base form Vegito that transforms into a Super Saiyan Vegito. I would have him as a better Majin Buu leader. So again, you replace the SSR or the SR one, who unless you're free to play, you're not going to run them. I don't even know. They might even be a better leader than the Vegito, honestly. But again, you're not really replacing anything. If he's base form, starts off as base form, then you could use this guy. But again, I think you would rather use Super Vegito, like AGL Super Vegito, over physical Super Vegito. I just think it's a lot better. He can counter more. He raises attack and whatnot. Whereas, this guy, he's got to build up his attack with every hit he gets. So I think, it'd be a fun idea. Again, though, it wouldn't make a lot of sense because we have the blue fusions right around the corner. And obviously it's a base form Vegito there, too. So it's like you got to pick between the Majin Buu Saga 1, basically, and the Future Trunks Saga 1, basically. So Super Saiyan or Blue, I think a lot more people would rather have Vegito Blue than just normal Super Saiyan Vegito on their team. Because, again, they are going to overlap in some teams. Now, they won't overlap in, like, Majin Buu here. But, it's out there. It would be interesting. I could see them doing it. But, I mean, Bandai and Akatsuki's got to know that we're under 2 months left. They probably have all the way up to probably the end of the 350 million downloads already planned out. Again, August will be a collaboration between Global and JP. July is 5th year. So we're literally just waiting on end of May and all of June to figure out what is coming. Um, you know, if Vegito would fit the Majin Buu Saga theme, but it wouldn't make a lot of sense because of 5th year Vegito coming. Um, so, you know, I don't know. I mean, we probably won't get Majin. Babidi and Deborah, we probably won't get on Global until November. I think that's when they came out. We could get a brand new LR Spirit Bomb Goku that replaces this one. Again, not everyone is going to have 1,000 days. He's starting to age a little bit. He's not majorly aging because he is still usable. He's still good. He recovers HP and whatnot. So they could. I don't know. Because right now he's kind of a trophy unit, but he isn't. He's kind of usable. So let's see. We talked about Vegito. Obviously, we won't get a Boo because we have. Technically, we got a Super Saiyan 3 Gotenks too. I want to look through this real quick before we get into the next one, because the next one, I think it's gonna surprise a lot of people. But I thought of it and I'm like, it could work, especially for this celebration. Could work for both JP and Global. But I just want to look through these cards real quick. We could get like a summonable version of like the opposite, like Trunks instead of Goten. Again, he's free to play and he basically transforms into Gotenks in his super attack. So I could get like a Trunks for that. Yeah, I mean, we already have a lot covered. Is there anything I'm not thinking of that they don't really cover in the show or in the game? I guess like, he's hidden down here. And like Boo tanks, Boo Icolo. We could get another Buhan, I guess. I guess that would be acceptable. They could throw in like a Mighty Mask or something in there. I don't know. There's a couple ideas. But I didn't even know that Goku was on this category. But getting into the last one here. This unit deserves an easy A. This would be the perfect time to do so. I don't think anyone would complain about this. I think if you easy A LR Hercule and Boo, it's LR Hercule, but Boo's in the super attack. So, but if you easy A LR Hercule, I don't think anyone's gonna complain. He's free to play. You can get him really easily in the summons, and then obviously you gotta wait a while and have a lot of Zenny to get the the belts or whatever. Does it say? Here, I wonder if it says it in here. Yeah, 70 belts to get TUR to LR. What are they called? Championship belts. Okay. And then it's 7 to get to SSR to TUR, I believe. So it's 77 in total. But you throw in an easy A, you throw in a campaign for the LR. I think this is the perfect time. It like matches the schedule for like JP just hit around the time. I guess they kind of went past it. Global is basically hitting it now, where basically Hercule becomes Boo's servant, and they live in a house and whatnot. B gets killed and all that by the humans, and then he releases basically, or Boo basically makes Skinny Boo come out. So I mean this would be really good. I don't think anyone can complain. I think this is how you shock people. You turn this guy all types, 3 key, HP, attack, and defense 100%. You can't really change that super attack. That super attack is pretty good unless you give him a right chance to stun and greatly raises defense for 1 turn on 12 key. mega colossal damage and greatly raises defense for 3 turns. You know, you take away the great chance. You give him 60% attack, 7 key. You give him defense. You give him a chance to like counter with Boo or something. I mean, you can just like do a whole lot of stuff with this card. And again, you know, we're basically there on Global. I mean, technically JP went past this point because they're, you know, up to past basically the Super Boo now. But I mean, like, it makes a lot of sense to me. I think this is, you know, we start EZA and LRs. This guy's should be coming up on a LR campaign. I mean, this is perfect. It's the perfect time to do it. I just, if I was Bandai right now, you shock everyone. You put EZA, or not, yeah, you put the EZA in the data files next week, or actually you can do it tonight. Do it tonight. I will make sure to put this video up tonight then. Put the EZA files tonight, and then 2 hours later, oh, boom, he's in game. I think that would shock a lot of people. I think a lot of people would be happy. I mean, a lot of people already have this guy rainbowed, so, I mean, I have nothing else to say. This is the perfect time to do it. I think it, again, I just can't stop saying how perfect right now. This is perfect timing for this. I don't know where else you would start throwing LR EZAs, because now you're basically going to, you know, go past the Majin Buu saga soon with JP. Global will end it basically in December. Where do you throw this guy in then after that? I don't know. You're just going to have to throw him into a random filler celebration or something. So, but I'm going to stop talking about it. I think this is probably my personal favorite pick. Because, again, it's a shock value. You know, Bandai makes a whole bunch of money. You know, if you start giving back to the fans, again, another free-to-play EZA LR. I think this is how you make the fans happy. This is, you know, I don't know how else to say this. I don't know how else, you know, like, this is it. This is the perfect time. So I'm gonna go ahead and get on out of here. Like the video, share the video around. If we do get part 2 info tonight, I guess I'm making another video. If we don't, I think there's a good chance that 19th, 21st, we could get info for part 2 and something could be coming. So, again, like the video, share the video around. I'm going to go ahead and get on out of here. Don't forget to subscribe, and peace.